Hey there people, it's your favorite WeedleTwin Holiday, bringing you all the holiday Christmas theme team special. I'm doing this even though holiday specials never do well on YouTube, so if you all appreciate and enjoy the narrated Scarlet and Violet Wife Battle content, please be sure to leave a like on the video, watch until the end of the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment on the question of the day. What did you do over the holidays? I'm curious to know. I'm narrating this video right now on Christmas Eve, but my plans are pretty uneventful. Like, we got snowed in really hard, and normally I like snow, but the amount of snow we got, look at this. Like, look at this. This is insane, and I didn't even use hail or snow in this video just because I'm so over dealing with snow. I do have a Discord server as well, a place where you can hang out, talk about Pokemon, and just have a good time. Free to join. I'll leave a link to that in the description if that interests you. And big shoutouts to those who left a super thanks on my recent video. I do appreciate the extra financial support because I'm trying to get a new PC and your broke bitch needs any help they can get. It's of course entirely optional, just watching my content really means so much to me. You have no idea, but you know, the option is there if you want to go the extra mile to help a broke bitch like me out. With all that out of the way, let's get into my team. So the first team I built is utilizing a Stantler, Gothitelle, Delibird, Colossal, Clawitzer, who I understand isn't too holiday themed, but it's a shiny Clawitzer that has a radiant mark, so like I had to use it on this team. And then we have Arboliva, the queen, the mistletoe. And we're up against Wolfie's Orthworm team, so that's the matchup for this first battle. So I was testing this team out, so I decided to play this on the casual ladder. So my opponent's gonna lead off with Kilowattrel and Garchomp, and because we're on the casual ladder, you can see my nicknames. So we lead off with Slaydeer and Slaydeer, the Stantler and Gothitelle. And we're going to give the Kilowattrel a competitive boost turn 1, which is kind of scary. So yeah, I'm like, wanna know what? Catch this fake out. So I fake out the Kilowattrel turn 1 to flinch it. And the Garchomp is going to go for the Choice Banded Earthquake. I'm pretty sure it's Choice Banded on this team. They're going to go for the Earthquake, but because of the Intimidate, we're able to take it reasonably well and set up the Trick Room with Slaydeer. So we're able to set up the Trick Room, and now I can go for the never-before-seen gimmick on the channel, Skill Swap with Intimidate. We're going to give... Okay, so we're taking away the competitive from Kilowattrel, so we're actually going to get double competitive here. Double competitive, and my Stantler does have Terra Blast, which is a special normal move, so we actually are going to take advantage of that, and you know, Gothitelle also going to get a competitive boost as well. And now we're going to go for the Dark Pulse here, +2, and knock out the Kilowattrel. So down goes Kilowattrel. I went for Dark Pulse on the off chance they like switched out. I don't know why, I was a little scared. And Earthquake right here is going to do a big chunk of damage. The HP bar is going to glitch because Scarlet and Violet is the worst game ever made. And now they're going to bring in Sylveon. I'm just joking, I really like Scarlet and Violet, but I really hope they fix the visual bugs with this game, because it does take away from the viewing experience, that's for sure. But now they're going to bring out their Orthworm here, their shiny Orthworm, and now... I'm going to Terrestrialize, and you might think I'm going to Terrestrialize my Gothitelle, that's at +2. No, I got to Terrestrialize my Stantler because I saw the opportunity to Terrestrialize into Flying type Stantler to avoid the Earthquake, and because, you know, the reindeer need to fly to carry the sleigh, you know, I had to do it. So here I go for Skill Swap again, giving the Sylveon competitive, but I did this just so I could take away the Pixelate ability so Hyper Voice does less damage. And I'm thinking like maybe that'll allow me to survive the Hyper Voice because it won't be stab anymore. And now I go for a +2 Psychic into Orthworm, do a good chunk of damage, and now the Sylveon's gonna go for a non-stab Hyper Voice, and we're able to just face tank that, which is really nice. And now Sylveon's gonna get Throat Spray boost, which is, I really like the Throat Spray item, it's a nice item. And the Orthworm's gonna get some Leftovers recovery, and I'm like, okay, I mean I still have Trick Room up, so I should be fine. The Orthworm's gonna go for Protect here because they're expecting me to target into it, and I was thinking about it, but Orthworm's not too scary for me. I'm gonna go for the Terra Blast here, the Flying type Terra Blast at +2 special attack. Keep in mind I don't have any special attack investment, so it doesn't do anything at all to Sylveon, but it's okay. Sylveon also has a really high special defense stat. Gonna go for the Psychic here. We're not gonna knock it out, but we're gonna get a special defense drop, giving it a competitive boost, which is like, wow, Christmas Magic is going the other way this year. And Hyper Voice is going to get a double knockout. The competitive boost honestly didn't matter, it was just funny that it happened. You know, like Psychic giving a special defense drop is like 10%, and then just, yeah, we get double knocked out, but honestly, like, that was worth it. I was happy with that turn. So now I'm gonna bring in the Mistletoe and Mr. Claus, the Radiant. See, it's Christmas themed, it's red and green, see? Yeah, and plus people like to snink up the house by making shrimp on Christmas, so yeah, it fits. Anyway, they're gonna go for Protect with the Sylveon, and I'm gonna go for the Aqua Jet into myself. And this is a throwback to the Armor Rouge Arboliva video, because we're gonna activate the Seed Sower, And we're going to activate the Absorb Bolt, but sadly we don't have Symbiosis to transfer a life for, but it's okay. We still have +1 special attack, Terrain Pulse, and I can go for the Hyper Voice actually because I want to get the knockout on Sylveon and do damage to Orthworm. So I'm going to go for the Hyper Voice here, do a good chunk to Orthworm, and now the Orthworm is going to try to go for Shed Tail, but because it's at under half, it can't, switch out with the Shed Tail, which sucks for them. So whatever. Now we're going to get some recovery with the Terrain and Leftovers and all that fun stuff. And I think Trick Room is off pretty soon. I think it's right here. Yeah, Trick Room is off. So it's kind of scary. I could get knocked out by Body Press, but Hyper Voice, we do take it reasonably well because it doesn't have Pixelate. Clawbusters going to eat the Citrus Berry because we're actually a supportive Clawbuster set on this team right here. And now I'm going to go for the Entrainment. That's right, Entrainment Mega Launcher. So we can go for the Entrainment Terrain Pulse Mega Launcher. And sadly, Clawbuster itself doesn't get Terrain Pulse in this game, so we can't go for that. But I had to give myself the Mega Launcher just for the meme. Even though it doesn't really do much in this battle, I just wanted to showcase that tech because it's funny. Maybe I'll make a whole team around it in the future where it's like more reliable and not a Christmas themed team, but yeah. That's also why we have Dark Pulse on Gothitelle, so we can Entrainment, Terra Dark, Dark Pulse after the +2 competitive. See, I put some thoughts into my Christmas themed teams. It's true, it's true. But yeah, Orthworm is pretty low right now, but I can get knocked out by a Body Press, and Trick Room has worn off, so it's kind of scary right now, even though, like, we've been kind of, like, finessing the opponent a bit, but it's still scary. We're still in a bad situation. Now we're going to go for the Terra Ground Earthquake, but because of the Grassy Terrain, we actually reduced the damage by half. That's actually an effect Grassy Terrain has on Earthquake. So we're going to go for the Earthquake, and it's going to do the Glitch Health Bar thing again. Yay! Gonna go for the Water Pulse here, and by some Christmas miracle, we're going to get a Confusion Hacks on the Orthworm. I'm like, okay. Maybe Orthworm will hit themselves in Confusion, and then my Arboliva will survive the turn. And that's exactly what happened. So Orthworm's going to hit themselves in Confusion, and now the Terra Grass Terrain Pulse is going to one-shot the Garchomp with Mega Launcher. The Mega Launcher definitely didn't matter, but we're able to knock out the Garchomp, and the opponent did not like that they hit themselves in Confusion, so they are going to Rage Quit! Imagine Rage Quitting to a Christmas-themed team. So yes, the first battle, we got a Rage Quit versus Wolfie's Orthworm team. So hopefully you all enjoyed that first battle. It was on the casual ladder, so I get it wasn't the most competitive, but I was pretty satisfied with this team's performance. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Let's try some ranked matches. So hopefully you all enjoyed that battle. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, my next opponent, Shred, is packing Murkrow, Goldengo, Armarouge, Garchomp, Breloom, and Meowscarada. So overall, very stacked team. And now we're playing on the ranked ladder, so now, like, we can lose Elo. If we lose, I know the most important thing in the world. Anyway, my opponent's going to be leading off with Murkrow and Goldengo. So they're trying to go for some Tailwind without thinking. Like, they saw the Christmas theme team, they're like, I don't have to think this game, I can just auto-win. And they're not wrong about that. They aren't wrong. So we're going to lead off with Gothitelle and Stantler once again, because I'm like, okay, I need to set up Trick Room in this game because they have Tailwind team. So go for Fake Out. They're going to go for Make It Rain, and we're able to tank it reasonably well because we Eviolite Stantler. Eviolite Stantler is actually pretty bulky, and then my Gothitelle is Assault Vest as well. So we're able to Fake Out, flinch the Murkrow, and go for the Trick Room. So we're able to set up the Trick Room and stop the Murkrow from potentially going for Taunt. And now my opponent's gonna go for the Haze to remove the -1 special attack from the Goldengo after the Make It Rain, but like, I don't care because I'm gonna skill swap the Murkrow, taking away its Prankster, so now it can't go for the Prankster Haze anymore. We're gonna give it the Intimidate, but that's actually good because, like I showed in the first battle, we're going to activate competitive on the Gothitelle, not on Stantler this time around because we didn't take competitive from Kilowatt Troll, but I mean, obviously that's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that will happen. So here, Dark Pulse is going to one-shot Goldengo, Christmas Miracle, in comes the Breloom here, and I'm like, wait, I see another opportunity to Terrastallize my Stantler because there's a Breloom on the field, right? So now they're going to switch out of the Murkrow because it doesn't have Prankster anymore, so it's just useless to them. They're going to bring out the Garchomp, and now I'm like, okay, time to Terrastallize my Stantler. So I Terrastallize Stantler. They're going to go for the Mach Punch. We avoid the Mach Punch KO because of the Terrastallize flying. That honestly wasn't even what I was playing around. I just wanted to Terra Blast the Breloom. But hey, I definitely read that on purpose. It's true. But yeah, Terra Blast is going to bring him down to the Focus Sash, and I'm going to go for a Dark Pulse here as well, just to kill it in case it didn't have Sash, which, you know, it does. So down goes the Breloom. just to kill it in case it did have Sash, which it did. That's what I meant to say, sorry. I'm a little tipsy right now. I had to drink a little bit. On Christmas Eve, forgive me y'all. Anyway, gonna go for the helping hand with my Stantler, and I'm like, okay, this Garchomp's gotta go. They tried to go for Quash into Stantler. I mean, they could have quashed the Gothitelle if they wanted to, but I mean, they quashed the wrong Pokemon, and now +2 helping hand boosted Psychic will one-shot the Garchomp. Down that bitch goes. And yeah, this Christmas theme team is handling them, and they're just gonna forfeit because they know they were handled. So hopefully you all enjoyed that second battle featuring competitive Gothitelle going in once again. So that was a very fun battle. Terrestrialized Flying Stantler actually doing something in this video is not what I expected. It's doing more than Delibird is, and we love that for them. So hopefully you all enjoyed that battle. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, my next opponent is packing, Goldengo Murkrow once again, yay, with Garganical, Sylveon, and then Tatsugiri Dondozo. So Tatsugiri Dondozo is very scary for this team, although I do have Arboliva, Clawitzer. I have ways to get around it for sure, so that's the team matchup. Let's get into this battle. And notice how cute my trainer card is. Okay, so I didn't mean to make it look like it was dirty. Delibird just would not sit still for the picture, and when I tried to take the picture while it was moving around in circles, it literally, like, Abomasnow did that thing, and then, like, it just looks dirty, and then I'm like, you know what, it's perfect. It's totally Weedle core, I have to keep it. So we lead off with Clawitzer and Colossal, the never before seen strategy. So I go for Protect here as they go for Protect, because I want to get rid of the Murkrow's Prankster so I can go for Prankster Haze after I proc the weakness policy, but they had something more sinister in mind. They go for Prankster T-Wave, but I somehow read that going for Protect, and now I'm going to go for the Entrainment Mega Launcher into the Murkrow to get rid of the Prankster. And this also is my plan versus Dondozo. I can get rid of the Unaware, so hopefully I could do some damage with my stat boosts, but I was probably going to lose the Dondozo Tatsugiri if I led against it incorrectly. But here we're going to go for the Aqua Jet, do a good chunk of damage. I could have Terrestrialized into a Rock type to take less damage, but I figure I didn't want to waste my Terrestrialize too early. Activate our weakness policy, and now the Rock Slide going to one-shot the Murkrow and do a good chunk to Goldengo. Not too much, but Goldengo is a pretty bulky Pokemon. It has Aegislash typing, really good stats for what it does, and we're actually going to get a Rock-sized Flinchy. So Christmas Miracle, Christmas Magic, coming in clutch. Now they're going to bring in their Garganicle, and they're going to try to go for Wide Guard here, and I'm like, okay, I understand why you did it because I clicked Rock Slide last turn, but the Goldengo is a much bigger threat, so let me handle you with this Flare Blitz. We're going to one-shot, okay, we're not going to one-shot, we're going to kill the Goldengo with +2 Flare Blitz. I'm sure that would have one-shot Goldengo though, and the Colossal here going to take a good chunk of damage, but now I can go for the Mega Launcher Heal Pulse, which heals 75% of your max HP. With the Mega Launcher. So I really love Support Clawitzer. I think it's slept on. I mean, I don't think it's that great. I think it's bad in comparison to Amoonguss and stuff, but it's cute. They're gonna Terrestrialize Rock their Garganicle for no reason. I don't really know why. The Sylveon's gonna get one shot by Stone Edge. I am Terra Rock Colossal, so I figure I might as well just run dual Rock type moves because, in case they have Wide Guard, right? Like, it came in clutch here. Now they're gonna go for the Terra Rock Salt Cure into my Colossal, and it actually does a really good chunk of damage. Like, wow, I didn't expect it to do that much damage because it's a weak-ass move, but, we're able to take it. We're gonna get Salt cured, but unfortunately, my Salt was cured. Their Salt was not cured because they're just gonna forfeit. We're able to defeat Asher with Colossal, and, like, they kind of got finessed turn one, like, not gonna lie. So hopefully you all enjoyed that battle. That is the end of this team. Here is the information if you want to use it. The rental code will probably only be up for a few days because it's a Christmas themed team, and once Christmas season is over, there's not gonna be anyone who wants to use this code. So make sure to get the team while you can if you want it. Here's the info for it. Let's move on to the next team because I actually have more than one team for this video. Okay, so my second team, I'm packing Sawsbuck Glamora, which is like the Christmas ornament, you know what I mean? We have Sudowoodo as the Christmas tree, Delibird as Mariah Carey, because people only care about her during Christmas, it's true. And then we have Slowking and Grinch Snarl, so that is my team. And this matchup here, my opponent is packing Dragonite Rotom Wash, Garchomp, Hydreigon, Goldengo, and Murkrow. So pretty scary matchup. Let's just get into the battle. And they're taking a selfie with their Dragonite. That's cute. Wait, okay, Dragonite's actually a cute Pokemon. I like Dragonite a lot. I mean, I like it, but I also don't like it. I like Dragonair and Dragonite. I just wish they were like separate lines, because Dragonair deserves like more of a slight evolution, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go for Spiky Shield turn one, because I'm not trying to take a Make It Rain with my, Glamora, right? They're gonna go for the Tailwind. They could have went for Taunt, but I'm actually oblivious, so I would have been immune to the Taunt. So that's why I didn't like Terrestrialize Dark, or I wasn't too afraid of the Murkrow here. So they're gonna go for Make It Rain here, and we're able to take it because we are Slowking, and now we're able to take that very well and set up the Trick Room. So I understand like Trick Room teams, wow, Weedle is so creative, but it's a Christmas themed team, like give me a break. So they're gonna go for Haze here to get rid of their -1 special attack, but like listen, I go for the Surf here and, you know, break the Murkrow's Focus Sash if it carries one, but more importantly, we're going to activate our Weakness Policy on Glimmora, and now I'm going to go for the +2 Earth Power into the Goldengo. Yes, this ugly-ass Pokemon. Down this thing goes. We were just farming a Goldengo in this video, and that is just a Christmas miracle. So now they're going to bring out... I forget who they bring out here, actually. They bring out their Garchomp here, and now I'm going to Terrestrialize into a Grass type to avoid the Earthquake, and I'm going to go for the Surf here, just so I do less damage to myself as well, and I'm going to go for the Energy Ball, Terra Grass +2 Energy Ball. They don't go for the Haze for some reason, I don't really know why, but Energy Ball will knock out the Garchomp. This is a Master Ball, by the way. I only played one game in this video on the casual ladder, so like, hey, these people like are in Master Ball. It's not even like I'm fighting against complete noobs. Now I'm not in like top 1,000 Master Ball elo anymore, but I'm still in Master Ball. Okay, so give me a break. Anyway, gonna eat our Citrus Berry, and now they're gonna bring in their Hydreigon. So in comes their Hydreigon. They're gonna Terra Fire their Hydreigon, so they're weak to Surf. Very interesting play on the opponent's part, but I just go for the Surf here, right? Yeah, I go for Surf. They protect the Hydreigon to stall out the last turn of Trick Room, or the last few turns of Trick Room, which is totally fair. I go for Surf, do very little damage to myself, and now I think I'll go for the Sludge Wave. Yeah, I go for Surf Sludge Wave. I understand this will knock out my own Slowking more than likely, but the idea was, like, under Trick Room, you can go for Surf and Sludge Wave, and you can both guarantee live the Surf and Sludge Wave because Glimmora and Slowking are pretty bulky. Here I'm going to switch out of Glimmora even though I'm at +2, and the reasoning for that is because I'm hard reading the opponent to go for Double Protect or to target down the Slowking. Either way, they go for Protect again, so I'm like, okay. I mean, like, I expected them just to target down the Slowking, but like, I go for Swagger here. Like, listen, I was expecting Heat Wave, actually. Yeah, I was expecting Heat Wave, Terrifier Heat Wave, but they go for Protect, so I'm like, okay, you know what, we'll take that. That's what I was reading, Terrifier Heat Wave, but they go for Protect on the last turn of Trick Room. We're getting Double Protect, trying to stall out that last turn, but it's okay. We're able to Swagger ourselves, get that Lumberry, Trick Room's gonna wear off, and now we're gonna switch out of the Slowking, and we're gonna bring in our Delibird here because I don't want it to get knocked out by a Dark Pulse or something. So we're going to bring in Delibird here, go for Protect. I should be able to live a Terrifier Heat Wave, but Draco Meteor and Dark Pulse, I don't think so. But they just go for the Terrifier Heat Wave again anyways, so I could have just went for the attack there and enough the game, but I just wanted to play it safe, get the right positioning so I can get like a guaranteed win. So we're going to go for the Flare Blitz, Heat Wave. Gonna bring me down to my Focus Sash. I could use the Heat Wave right now because of the Blizzard I'm dealing with IRL. And now I'm gonna go for the Fake Out into the Hydreigon and flinch it so I can't go for an attack. And now I can go for the +2 Head Smash with the Rock Head, one-shotting the Hydreigon, and the opponent like mental boomed at this because they go for the low tier God Extreme Speed Rage Quit. And like, girl, it's just a Delibird team. It's not that deep, but you know, I guess if you're like tryharding in ranked and then lose to a Delibird team, you would just not want to play the game anymore. So hopefully you all enjoyed that rage quit as well. I don't really know what it is about this Christmas team and getting these rage quits, but you know what? I'll take it. I can put rage quit in the title. Let's move on to the last battle. Okay, my last opponent is packing like a Trick Room based team with Torkoal, Goldengo, and Didi, Maushold, Lilligant, and Armarouge. So it's a pretty hard Trick Room, but it looks like they have secondary modes with like Lilycole, and then like Goldengo is just good in general. My opponent here is going to be leading off with the Ndidi and the Armarouge because it's a pretty safe lead versus my team, I'm not going to lie. Like, what can my team really do against this? I lead off with Delibird and Glimmora here. And I'm like, wow, I can't stop this Trick Room no matter what I do. So let me just make use of this turn. So they Terra Grass for literally no reason. I go for the Fake Out into my own Glimmora to set up Toxic Spikes on the opponent's team because I know they're going to go for Follow Me, and I won't be able to go for the Ice Shard to do it. So I go for the Fake Out to set up the Toxic Spikes, and it seems so weird, right? But I fake out to activate the Toxic Debris ability, set up the T-Spikes on the opponent's side of the field as they go for the Trick Room. So now I'm going to, they're going to go for Helping Hand to go for the Expanding Force, of course. Here I'm going to go for the Spiky Shield because I'm not trying to lose Glamora to the Expanding Force, right? So I go for the Spiky Shield, and the opponent is going to hit me with the Expanding Force, but Spiky Shield's going to protect ourselves, and we're definitely going to die to that. No matter like what I do with Glamora, even if I Terastallize, I'll probably still get brought down to very low HP. So we're gonna get brought down to our Sash with Delibird, and now I'm gonna go for the Destiny Bond with Delibird. The only thing Delibird can do during the Christmas season is click Destiny Bond and trade 1-for-1. So here they go for Aura Sphere because they're afraid they don't want to lose their Pokemon to the Delibird, right? But instead, they go for Psychic into the Delibird, knocking out their own Indeedee. I don't really know why they did this, because they definitely got a Psychic into Glamora, right? But, like, they decided, they're like, Delibird, I hate Christmas! And they... So we treated 1-for-1 with the Indeedee. I'm not complaining though, because that means they're able to go for a single target Sludge Wave. The Terastallized Grass Armarouge just backfired completely, as Sludge Wave's able to knock it out. If Indeedee was still on the field, I'm pretty sure it would have lived, but because it's single target, we're able to knock it out. Now they're going to bring in their Goldengo, and I forgot their last, sorry. They're going to bring in their Torkoal. So they bring in Torkoal, Trick Room's still up, so the Eruption is still kind of scary, but they don't have to Terastallize Fire to boost up the Eruption damage, and they're poisoned, so they're going to lose Eruption damage each turn, so... yeah. The Toxic Debris is honestly a really slept on ability in doubles. Like, I think Glamora has a lot of potential in doubles. I'm gonna make a Glamora team in the future because Glamora I just think is really underrated. But yeah, they're gonna go for the Eruption here, but because we're Slowking, we should be able to tank this because we're Slowking. As we're able to tank it, because we are Slowking, and now the Goldengo's gonna go for a Shadow Ball. I'm like, no, Slowking, so I'm gonna die to this, but Slowking is able to survive. Miss Claus doesn't care. I named her Mrs. Claus, and then we have Cloudster Mr. Claus. Okay, listen, it's kind of corny, but I mean, Christmas theme teams are corny to begin with. Okay, so here we're gonna reverse the Trick Room just because I want to outspeed the Torkoal with my Glamora. And now, I think I just... oh yeah, Torkoal's gonna be hurt by poison, that's right. And now I think I just go for the Earth Power. No, I switch out to Slowking because I don't want... I am not Regenerator, but I don't want to let it die just yet. I'm going to bring in my Sawsbuck here, expecting the Shadow Ball into the Slowking slot. And they do go for Shadow Ball. They actually outspeed my Glamora outside of Trick Room, so that's kind of scary. But thankfully, they don't go for Make It Rain. And Earth Power is going to one-shot the Torkoal. Down that bitch goes. And I probably shouldn't reverse Trick Room then, in hindsight, but it's fine. We're able to knock them out, and they're going to forfeit because they got handled by Glamora. So hopefully you all enjoyed that last battle. Not the most exciting battle, but I wanted to showcase the fake out. The side fake out Toxic Debris play. I thought that was so stupid that it actually worked out for me somehow, but yeah. That was the end of this Christmas theme team video. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. I do have a Christmas playlist if you want to check it out. It's a bit of a short playlist, of course, but it has all of my Christmas theme team videos compiled. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Here is the team if you want to use it. Just like the last rental code, it won't be up for very long, so be sure to get it. I do have the Mirror Herb on my Sawsbuck, so I can go for the Swagger into the opponent with my Grimmsnarl. I get the +2 on my Sawsbuck, and then I also have Thunder Wave with the Para-Flinching with the Serene Grace Headbutt. Thank you all so much for watching until the end of the video. I love you all very, very much. I hope you have a great holiday, and if you don't celebrate the holidays, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll check you all in my next video.